Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and this video is going to be what physical media I picked up recently. But first, I've got an unboxing for you. So I got some mail here from my good friend Red Room Antics, aka Stephen. Now, Stephen just sent me a message and said, "Hey John, hope you're well. Just popped another Blu-ray in the post. Hope you don't mind." Not at all. This one is more for the Debs, actually. I won't tell you the film this time, but I remember you speaking about it on a live stream ages ago about this actress's films, and I wanted to pass this one on to you both. So that's amazing. So I'll be telling the Debs what this is. She knows I've got it because we went up to pick it from because I missed it in the post. So I went to pick it up and I'll get into this. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this is because you do talk about movies on live streams and you kind of forget about them unless you write them down. Or just in chit chat, you might mention, oh, that's a great film. But yeah, very intriguing. So I want to thank Stephen once again for thinking of us both, actually. And I will tell the Debs that she's had some actual subscriber mail. Can you believe it? The movie that Stephen, aka Red Room Antics, has sent me and the Debs, well, sorry, the Debs and me is, oh my God, this is this is literally insane. I'll tell you why. We are huge fans of Marilyn Monroe. As you know, I've got a picture of Marilyn Monroe. I'll probably show a photograph of that up here that you'll see that every morning when we get up in the morning, yes, it was a long time ago. I'm sure we're talking about this. And I said, every morning when I get up, we look at Marilyn Monroe coming down the stairs. I mean, what better way to start your day off? So there's our bedroom there. As you come out, you're greeted by the Misfits poster, of course. And as you make your way down the stairs to start your day off, you've got Marilyn Monroe saying, "Everything is so fabulous here." What a way to start your day off. That means every day is a good day when you're seeing Marilyn. I've been looking at this quite a few times, and the reason why I haven't picked this up yet is because when I got this one, when I saw it actually for sale in the UK, the box seems to be one of the boxes that's like too big for the shelves, if you know what I mean. If you don't know, this is Marilyn Monroe's last film, well, last fully filmed film, and it's also Cary Grant's last film as well. There's a huge backstory behind this movie, and the fact that you hear these rumours that it didn't get on and all that, and he was getting exasperated by the fact she never turned up. Also, it's Montgomery Clift as well. I'm sure he died young as well. Some of these Hollywood actors and actresses have some really tragic endings, but this is amazing, and we will watch this one most definitely. It's black and white as well, which is great actually. There you go. This is a movie, I'm sure I had this on DVD, and we have watched it. Long film as well. And Marilyn Monroe, for me, is one of the most iconic actresses ever. And she will be forever. Obviously, the Misfits got their name from this movie. They're such a big fan. Obviously, they had the song, yeah, Glenn Danzig wrote the song, Who Killed Marilyn? And yeah, so this would have been, I think this came out in 61 or 62, because she unfortunately died in 62. Who Killed Marilyn? The lyrics are 5:25 August 5th, 1962. Found her lying on a bed, her face all turning blue. You think it was an overdose, or could it have been the Pact? Could it have been the Kennedys, or was it LAPD? But ain't a mystery. Ain't in the mystery to me. Yeah. So really, really pleased with this. I'll look at this. Oh, actually, yes, it is. It is a letter because when I saw this here, I thought, oh, when it was printed off, I thought it was like a slip. So it says, John, I remember you speaking on a live stream a while back, it was a while back as well, about Marilyn Monroe films. And you said that the Debs is a big fan. Yes, she is. And we've got that picture up, just above where I do my live streams. And sometimes you see it in the background. Um, but the only one you owned at the time was Some Like It Hot. Yeah, you're right. I think we've got another one as well. But yeah, Some Like It Hot is the one that we've got on Blu-ray. I imported the French Blu-ray of the Misfits a few years ago, and I don't need it anymore. So I wanted it to send it to you and the Debs. I'm a huge fan of Marilyn, isn't everybody? And this is a personal favourite of mine. It's a more serious film and a great showcase of her talent as an actress. Yes, I think she was a really talented actress, what she doesn't get as much recognition for. It's both Marilyn's and Clark Gable's last film before they passed, and it ends on a bit of a haunting final line. Yeah, I'll have to look. Well, I'll have to watch that. I hope you enjoy, hope you both enjoy it as you will. And if you haven't already, feel free to do what you want with it. No, I haven't got it. Loving the videos. Hope you love the film. And it's spelt. Can you see that? Film. Yeah, of course, film. That's brilliant. And that'll go in this box. Can't wait to show the Debs there. I will tell her that she has got her first subscriber mail. There you go. This is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to try this out. What I'll do is, because this is going to go on a video where I've picked some things up, and on the video I'll come back and I'll talk about what the picture quality is like on this. No doubt it'll look really good. Remember the DVD actually looked quite good. I did tape it off Sky Movies once as well. So I've had this movie in various incarnations, but never in like kind of like the best incarnation, if you will. But I've got to thank you once again, Stephen, and I will try and get the Debs to say even a couple of words of thanks on a video. If she doesn't say it, she will say it to me, and I'll pass it on when I talk about this, when I put it onto my video that I'm going to do of picking some stuff up. So, thanks once again, mate. Really, really appreciate that. Cheers. So, a rare video of Deborah opening her first subscriber mail from Stephen. So,
Can I just say I have just come in from work?
That's all right. I know you've been down the pit, but it doesn't matter because I want people to see what your reaction is to something that you're going to receive for the first time, Deborah. And you know nothing about it, do you?
No.
Right, so...
If I look terrible on this video, John.
You don't, man. We'll just say you've been down the pit for an hour.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Aye.
Oh, very good. And then glasses on. Okay. We haven't seen this one, have we? No?
Not really. I think we've kind of half watched it a bit, but we haven't sat down and actually properly watched it. Last film.
Oh, sad.
Very. So there you go.
Very nice, thank you very much.
You're famous.
No, not so much. Just do it on the hands.
So thanks once again to Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. It's very kind of you.
Look at that.
You're not put a filter on that, John. When
you see a movie with a starlet on it from this time, you will always see them in soft focus, and that's just the way it went. So if you're looking at it, you're thinking, "Oh, Marilyn looks a little bit soft on the focus." That's intentional. The rest of the people do look. You can see every line and wrinkle in them. I think it was done to sort of protect their beauty, but I think they had beauty anyway. But got a slight level of grain on it, which I don't mind because that's when you get the grain, you get the sharpness and the picture quality. But I've got to thank Stephen once again for sending this across to us. Really do appreciate that. So first up from CEX, for 50p, I got Act of Valor. Now the reason why I got this is because I got the slipcover off my good friend Dave Ramsden. So I'll put that on now. The slipcover on here is absolutely amazing, so I knew I had to get this movie, and I knew I could have got it cheap anyway. And it turns out, I mean, look at that. I don't know if it comes across, but it's so deep. Really nice. But it's featuring real life Navy SEALs. And I think I watched a little bit of a documentary on it at the start of this movie. There's a director saying, we couldn't replicate what they do with their sort of like fighting skills. So I had to enlist some of these like real Navy SEAls to fight in this movie. And when I watched some of the action scenes, they were just absolutely intense. So the Debs is a big fan of this type of movie. And actually, when I flicked it through to see what the picture quality was like, which is brilliant, I thought, yeah, this looks like a really good watch. So I can't wait to watch it. Big shout out goes to Dave Ramsden again for getting me the slip for this. And yeah, for 50p, you can't go wrong. So that's Act of Valor. Next up is a movie I've had my eye on for quite a while. And when I saw it in CEX for £4, I thought, yep, I'm going to pick that one up. So I picked up Satanic Panic. What a name. And this is, I've flipped the art on here. I just think this art, I don't know why it's like that. I don't know anything about this movie, unless, apart from, I really like the actual title of it. I think it's a brilliant title. This is the artwork that you would normally see. Obviously, it's got the booklet in here as well. So the fact it's got the booklet in for £4. And usually I used to see this for about a tenner. I just thought, yeah, I'm definitely getting that. When I put it on, like I say, I don't know anything about this movie. I just know that it's a movie that I just like the title of, and I just wanted to see this. I put it on, and I've got to say the picture quality in here was absolutely stunning. It's one of those ones where it doesn't say what it was like mastered in, but it looks like it could be a 4K transfer. The thing is, this is a brand new movie to a certain extent. I don't know when it's from. I'll probably put someone up here that tells you when it's from, but you can tell it's brand new. So the good thing about getting these films cheap, obviously, is if you don't like them, you haven't wasted too much money. But yeah, I like the cover. I like the title, so I'm going to give it a shot. So that's Satanic Panic. Next up, I've got an unboxing for you. Now, I filmed this unboxing mainly because the reason, as you see on the unboxing, that when I picked it up, actually got delivered through the door, picked it up, and it was as if it had like 1,000 ball bearings in it rattling around. You could tell there was like sort of debris in this package. But have a listen to this. Sounds like there's something very untoward going on. So I'm going to open this and see exactly what I've got inside. Might have to get straight in touch with Amazon to say, I think we need to do something about this. Obviously, deep joy, not really. This can be, well, I'll see what this looks like. And then I'm opening this on here because if it goes really wrong, I've got my evidence to say, hey, and it wasn't cheap, I want a replacement. So it is Buster Keaton's 3 Ages Blu-ray. No, it's not opened yet, but I must say, yes, I'm seeing something there. Yeah, so it's definitely the box that is cracked. So I'm going to open this up, the shrink wrap, and see exactly what's going on in here to see what the damage is. Yeah, look at that. That's broken as well. My God, look at this. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Shocking. The only thing that's going for it is the slip cover, should I say. Yeah, absolutely smashed the smithereens. Yep, I'll get into the, oh, look at this now, this one. Yeah, there's a bit damaged, and there's kind of, now this has come via, straight from Amazon, obviously. Not BFI, not Eureka. You can see a little bit of thing there. Not too much on the bottom. What I can see, but that's beside the point. This has obviously been dropped at some point. Obviously, or stood on, or something. Had something on top of it, because it's just, well, just a disgrace, really, isn't it? Let's see what the disc looks like. This looks okay. No, look at that. Actually, that's one of the most broken boxes I've ever come across. Now, I've got all the other I've got all the other Buster Keaton movies, but I haven't got this one. And this is going to get, look at that. Put my finger through that. And that there, more or less the same. Disgrace. I'll come on somewhere on this video and I'll tell you exactly what's happened with that. Yep. Time to get in touch with Amazon. So yeah, what do you think of that? There is no way that that guy who put that through the door didn't know that that was like that before he put it through. There's no way when it fell from my letterbox about that distance to the floor that that type of damage happened. You would have had to shoot it through the door, you know, on a sort of like blasted through the door. It was just ridiculous. Now, what I did was when I complained about this, I did write a little thing on to say this is like a total mess, and it's just you get a generic thing to say, all right, no bother. I mean, I got this the next day, brand new, and you think, it's just they would have known when that went in there, or they would have stood in it, they would have done something to it, they would have known it was wrecked before they put it through the door. What they should have done was they should have said, we're having difficulty getting your thing here, we'll give you the next day and just give us a brand new one, what they did. So obviously I've got to go and troll back to the post office and say, yeah, I want to send this back. I mean, it's not too much of a thing, but you know, it's something you shouldn't have to do, especially when you're paying. I mean, it wasn't cheap. It was £20. So, I mean, I wanted it. But you just think, well, thank you, Amazon. This is why I'm big into me vinyl at the minute, which more about that in a minute. And I'm quite reticent. Seen some great deals on Amazon with some vinyl that I'm really interested in getting them. I'm thinking, do I really want to go that way? Do I want to get something that's absolutely mangled? Because for me, when I get these new vinyls, I want them to be in perfect condition. That's why I look at them before I buy them. Unless I'm getting one off eBay, I'm getting a great one off eBay, which is a box set from Mogwai, which you can't get now. Obviously, it was only limited to, I think, about 4,000 or 5,000 copies, and it's long gone. And I had to pay, £70 for it, but I was more than happy to do it, and had a great experience with the seller. So more about that, I'll be doing a separate video on a total unboxing on that, because if you like them sort of things, you may not like that album, but you would really enjoy the unboxing process of this, because to be honest, for a while now, it's probably since January, I've been watching unboxing videos of vinyl like constantly. I'm like addicted to them. But anyway, so this one here, it's a good movie. I haven't watched it yet, but I've flicked through it, and you get some really good. Actually, you get some. Imagine this. This is 1923. You get some stop motion photography on it with a dinosaur, which is done obviously by stop motion. It's quite. I don't know what it is about Buster Keaton. He always seems to break. He always seems to have this like sort of next step in his career. He had all these amazing stunts, which today you couldn't even replicate. He had these death-defying stunts, which no one would do now. So he's just I don't know, he's just amazing. You have to check out some Buster Keaton movies if you ever sitting on the fence and think, what's he all about? Go on YouTube. You'll see loads of his stuff, loads of his stunts, and like me, you should be absolutely amazed by him. So this actually the print on this isn't the best of prints. The other ones that they've got for these Buster Keaton ones mostly look absolutely crystal clear. This one's quite blurry to where I would just think that the elements weren't there. I mean, where's this been for 100 years, 101 years now? Can't believe it. But so happy to get this. This is the last one I needed in all the Buster Keaton ones until I release another one if they're going to do any more. But up till now, I've got a load of them over there, and he's just so watchable. It's great to put a few of these on and just get lost in his technical mastery of what he was trying to do in movies literally 100 years ago. So that's The Three Ages by Buster Keaton. Yeah, so as I was saying at the start of this video, I've got some new vinyl. I've got quite a lot of new vinyl, so you'll probably see my next updates of like buying stuff. You'll see us dropping vinyl ones every single time. I think I've got 3 or 4 even brand new ones to show you. And I will make a dedicated video to that one I'm going to get off eBay because it's that nice. I don't think I want to put it into a video. I want to make it sort of its own video because it's a really, really lovely box set. And it's funny because, these box sets aren't cheap, but I just wanted to, I think this one I deserve to get the box set of version of that one because it's got so much stuff in it, as you'll see when you'll get the unboxing of that one. Here's a vinyl unboxing for you. I've just picked this up today, and I want to really get the Mogwai albums on vinyl because I just love Mogwai. I love listening to them. I can listen to them probably more than anybody else, especially in the car, which I don't know why. Look at this. So yeah, this is the 4th album by Mogwai. It's from 2003 and it's called Happy Songs for Happy People. Or, if you look at the back, Happy Songs or Happy People. Yeah, I like that. So what I'll do is, I'll get into this. I will, do that. Rub the thing with a cloth and then get this open and I'll show you what's inside this brilliant album. I love this album actually, if I'm honest. The songs, I'm going to put a link down below to the song Hunted by a Freak, which I think is the best song in here. This is the first album that Mogwai, even though I liked them before this album. So this was the first time that Mogwai went a bit mainstream. They didn't. I'm just saying that. The songs on here are a lot more easy to listen to. Some are a little bit not long, but they're a bit strange, I think. But there's a lot more things on here which are really kind of accessible, and it's just a brilliant album. But this one here is a green vinyl. I think that most of them are pressed in green vinyl on this song. It's got no extra tracks on. They don't really do extra tracks unless they do big box sets for their albums. I don't think this one's available on a box set. It probably is, but I'm not too sure. I'll get this opened and we'll see what it looks like inside. I had one of these in Reflex, but the same price. But the shrink wrap on it was a little bit worse for wear, which it doesn't really matter, does it? But I think with these new albums that I'm getting, or these new versions of this album collecting I'm going to try and get these in the best possible format, keep every sticker on it, and that's the way I want to do these ones at this point. There we go, we're in. Got to be careful about this. I'm going to have to look around the side of the camera. Hard to see this through the lens. When you look through the lens, it looks a bit of a different distance away. Brilliant. I don't know if this has got inside, it's got any polyliner in it. It doesn't matter because my good friend Dave Ramsden has supplied me with polylining. No, it hasn't got a polyliner in, but I'll be putting one in on this one here. I'll just get this out for you to look at. I don't know what it is about vinyl these days. It's just on a big, huge nostalgia trip for us. Look at that. Beautiful. You can get so much joy out of vinyl. I don't think I really appreciated it when I was collecting it. Well, I did, but I don't appreciate it in the way that I appreciate it now. I do own this on CD and download. One of my favourite albums by them. Got some great songs on. Like I say, Hunted by a Freak, which kind of was a single, but it was one of the ones, I'd heard them, a lot of singles before this. Don't really get in the charts, I never used to. I'm going to go and get one of them things now. Should just over here. I'll put that in there. So that's poly-lined. I never owned any Mogwai on vinyl. I'm really interested to see what they sound like. I know they'll probably sound good because of the fact that Mogwai are really big into their vinyl, always have been. Look at that. Brilliant. Amazing. Put that back into there. See, there's no download codes in there. Must be the shiniest record ever made, this cover, should I say. And there you go. That is Mogwai's 2003 album, Happy Songs for Happy People, on green vinyl. So I played side one on this album. To be honest, the main thing I think about these new vinyl is that how they're so quiet. When you put them on, you can't hear any pops and cracks apart from the initial, when you put it actually on the first one, touching the record. And literally after that, it's like there's no sound whatsoever apart from the music. It's absolutely amazing that they can do that. I don't remember that being a thing back in the day, that this used to play like that. Obviously, it's not CD quality, it's a different quality. You get a different experience from a CD than you do from a vinyl. It's as simple as that. And obviously, I'm getting right into this stuff. I'm really keen on collecting all of Mogwai's stuff on vinyl. I think they're a great band that you can actually listen to best on vinyl. It sounds really strange when I say that, when I've been listening to these in the car on downloads and off CD for years and years. And I've just, because when I had my original vinyl stuff, I didn't have any Mogwai stuff. When the Mogwai came along, it was always on CD. Never had anything on vinyl, never had any inclination to get on vinyl. Obviously, they've all been released and remastered now, the early stuff especially. So I'm going to try and get them all. Why not? Something to do. Well, it's not something to do, but something I want to do. So thanks for watching. You take care, especially you, Stephen, aka Red Room Antics, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.